so fetch.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Kaiya, and today we are going to be listening to Baby Metal for the very first time. Baby Metal. What is Baby Metal? As far as I know, they are a Japanese kawaii metal band, and I've heard of this band here and there for the last year. Okay, lots of YouTubers have reacted to Baby Metal. They've done Baby Metal, and I've avoided it honestly for a long time. But this kind of piqued my interest, and I'm interested. We're gonna listen to the song "Sis Anger," which some people on Reddit said was a very heavy song. So we're gonna see how heavy is heavy for Baby Metal, because bestie, we've listened to a lot of metal on this channel, and not just heavy metal, okay? Death metal, technical death metal, grindcore, we've had it all. So, you know, I'm not expecting much. I'm gonna go in with no expectations. So without further ado, let's get into Sis Anger by Baby Metal. Girl. All right, girl. I've never seen dance moves like this with death metal-y style drums. Like this whole clawing thing, bestie, I'm not really there for it. There's a lot of not thrashing around and like flailing around. It's a little too like the dance moves are a little too formulaic for the actual vibe of the instrumentation, my personal opinion. This is very interesting sound though, because obviously this is kind of like J-pop, but it's not pop. It's like J-metal pop, I guess. You just wouldn't expect their kind of like higher pitched vocals, I guess, to be over this mix. It's very interesting, and I love how like their like backup band has kind of this corpse paint ghost thing going on. This is a massive stage. This is a massive stadium, so obviously they got a lot of fans. Let's keep watching. right, girl. That is about the weirdest thing I've ever seen, but in like a good way. It's just like a bunch of different things together that I never thought would be together. I guess I'm just like mesmerized by choreography with metal. With like this kind of death metal sound. This piece of my hair is bothering me so freaking much. Oh my god. Yeah. This is why I don't understand people who say Yui metal and Mo metal aren't talented. Sure, baby metal was born around Sue's voice, and she's the one most often taking center stage, but these two never disappoint when in the spotlight. If you aren't fond of their more high-pitched vocals and prefer semitals, then that's perfectly acceptable, but these two have their own styles, and you can't deny that they're talented in their own right. Yeah. I guess I didn't hear like too much of the like too much harmony, but I mean, obviously, like, you can't look at that performance and be like, oh, they're not talented, because these women, as far as I know, were really effing young when they started this, like uber young. And that's kind of like a trend with K-pop and J-pop, is you got a lot of the like younger groups. They like to make a lot of boy bands, BTS, girl bands, and have a lot of choreography and stuff. So it's really interesting to see that kind of like J-pop girl group with this heavier metal sound. And yeah, like I said, you can't look at that and be like, oh, those girls aren't talented. They're doing choreography. They've obviously are selling out these huge stages. And it takes a lot to do choreography and do this whole thing. This is not an easy thing to do. It takes a lot of time to perfect this style of performance, especially with the split stage circles that they got on and they kind of slid. Like, that was a really cool effect. I like the outfits. I like the sound, the instrumentation. The voice, I think, just needs a little more time for me. But I also don't listen to a lot of J-pop or K-pop. But I'm interested more in kind of Japanese metal and this kind of sound, because there's obviously a ton of people that are interested in this band. And I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. Because the little bit of K-pop and J-pop I've listened to, I do like it. So it's just a cool vibe. Underrated, one of the most heaviest, more like this baby metal. This song is underrated yet great. The heaviest with baby metal, death, but rarely heard in concerts. Interesting. I feel like I'm in a war zone. You hear the chaotic machine guns and bombs, drum, bass, and guitars, but in the midst somewhere you hear this haunting humming of children. It definitely sounded very wartimey, especially when they kicked and then the whole like chant. You hear the chant from the crowd. It sounds very war zoney, like you're preparing for war. I don't know. Interesting. So you let me know down below what you think about baby metal. Do you like the song? Do you hate the song? Do you like any of the records? And have you seen baby metal live? What do you think? What is the consensus with baby metal? What do we think about baby metal as a whole in metal? I'm assuming for most major metalheads that watch my channel, baby metal may or may not necessarily be something that we would consider metal. But if you're, if you're open and you like this type of music, tell me more. What's their impact? What's their music like? The story behind them? I would be interested to know. 'Cause listen to a lot of metal here on the channel for the first time. It's all about my metal journey, so this is an interesting listen. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please feel free to do so. I post weekly videos documenting my metal journey as a brand new metalhead. I also have a Discord. There's a mosh pit down below in my description, as well as my P.O. box if you want to send something to be featured in one of my metal unboxing videos. So I will leave you here. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, you guys.